It is 4:38 with Deminsky and Doyle, and Ed Weedman Forchion is in the news again because he keeps getting arrested. This time he got arrested for cyber bullying and for saying F you to a cop.
Yeah, disorderly conduct, they're calling that one. Now, as far as the cyberbullying, there's one caller calls in and says, hey, it was not even Ed Forchion who posted that. Look, whether it was or wasn't, I don't know, but it shouldn't matter anyway. According to ACLU of New Jersey, the way that law reads, for cyber harassment, you would have to do an online posting that is lewd, obscene, or indecent. And calling somebody a pedophile, it's none of those things. It's just not. Now, if you call somebody a pedophile and you do it maliciously and they're not, well then, yeah, you can get sued. Civil, that's very, very different from a criminal charge. Mm-hmm. But it seems that there's absolutely no business that the police had in filing any criminal charges against Weedman, even if it were Weedman who did post this. Mm-hmm. Obviously, even less if it weren't. And again, as far as this disorderly conduct business, they're saying that where this happened, that the state had an appellate decision back in 1985, and the way that this disorderly conduct rule is written, it was ruled unconstitutional even back then. In other words, you cannot arrest somebody simply because they are cursing at a law enforcement officer. Okay, you had Joker, Joker, Joker. We need an intro for Weedman that goes, smoker, smoker, smoker. All right, now we've been talking about this all hour. More unfair treatment for Weedman with his latest arrest, and we have him on the line right now. Hey, Weedman.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, we only have about 2 to 3 minutes here. What do you want to tell us as far as how much of this was true, even though we know, even if true, they had no business arresting you? Somebody said that whatever you posted online about one of the cops, that you were not even the one who posted it. Who was it who posted this pedophile business?
Right. Here's what happened. I've been going through this little battle for the last few weeks with the local police officers, and I was trying to drum up business, so I stood outside last Tuesday with a sign saying, we are open and F the police. Mm-hmm. And was waving people in. People were stopping. People were coming in, buying a turkey burger, stuff like that. And then this officer showed up. This officer has a reputation. He's kind of a thug, and he has that other reputation. So when he started trying to tell me this, to put my sign down, and I couldn't do that, and get out of the street, and all this stuff he's trying to tell me, to me, I'm a First Amendment guy anyway. Like, I know he cannot tell me not to do this, so I was doing it anyway, despite him, and it got heated between us. I said the personal assault, thing about him. Mm-hmm. I called him a pedophile. Mm-hmm. Somebody else was videotaping it. And yes, they loaded up onto YouTube that night.
I see. Okay.
And then on Friday, I look up and the bounty hunter guy, the warrant guys are there to arrest me. I get down to the police department, and it's internal affairs. I get to internal affairs. That's what they wanted to talk to me about my accusation of the officer. Mm-hmm. The officer was there too. He was not in the same room, but he was right there.
Right.
And then he signed a complaint. His complaint was I used obscene language at him, and that I had called him this name, and put it on the internet, and he classified it as cyberbullying.
But you're not the one who physically put it on the internet. You're saying that was somebody else?
I didn't, but even if I did, you read the statute.
Right.
That's not what the statute even says. I clearly, I knew that, right away.
Yeah,
dude, you guys messed up.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, the ACLU of New Jersey is giving the exact law on that, and they say none of this meets that standard, and they're also saying this business about saying F you to a cop, that constitutionally you've got every right to do it, so none of this is really going to stand.
I already knew that, too. I had an incident in Philly a few years ago where me and our officer had the same conversation, but he wasn't not intelligent enough to arrest me. He didn't arrest me for it. This guy, they arrested me, and I had to pay $500 to get out. I had $5,000 bail. I was there for about 8 hours. And, people kind of laugh and giggle sometimes at some of the things that I get into. I totally didn't think these officers were that untrained in basic First Amendment rights.
Okay, last thing, and you could read a ton about this again on NJ1015.com, a very good article on you. Are you at least getting some form of frequent flyer miles for all of these visits to the Gray Bar Inn?
Well, you know what I got out of this time? I got a lawyer who is doing this pro bono. If I can give a shout-out, I would. Edward Hayburn showed up today at court, and he's representing me for free for this one. And I applaud him because I've had plenty of lawyers talk to me, but none of them actually signed a dotted line to want to help me.
Edward Hayburn, that is a name. You've got to be a lawyer if you have that
sounds like
name.
that,
That just
yeah.
sounds like a lawyer's name. All right, Weedman, stay in touch.
Good luck.
Definitely.
All right.